we're going to talk about recovery because we're going into 2021. How does the budget look in 2021 versus other years because of the pandemic?
It looks okay. It looks a little bit different. You're right. We touched previously on the fact that we're going to have a balanced budget at the end of the year, so that puts us in good shape going into 2021, not starting off in the hole. But as a result of some people not being at work or summer students not being here, there was a lot of projects in 2020 that had been budget approved that we didn't get completed.
Okay.
So we didn't get started in the spring like we wanted to because everything was shut down. We couldn't get contractors. We couldn't get people to do the job.
Right.
There was a lot of different reasons. So there's a chunk of capital projects that were scheduled for 2020 that were scheduled for the spring that we didn't get to, that we're now bringing online in the fall of 2020, but they won't be done this year. So their work is going to carry over into 2021. There's another chunk of projects that I know it's try to keep with me.
Like I can only do my own budget at home.
If I can keep my numbers straight, there's another chunk of capital projects that because again of the deferral and the work, we're not even going to get to in 2020. But they've already been budget approved, so we're going to start them in 2021.
Okay.
So we only have a capacity as a city to do so much work in 1 year.
Get it all done now.
Well, we only have so many staff. We'd like to. So what we're doing is we're deferring some of those projects to the fall. We're taking some of the projects from 2020 and we're going to do them in 2021, but they're already paid for.
Right.
From
okay,
2020.
so that's good news.
That's good news. And then we've got a capital project capital budget that we're bringing forward for 2021, which is about half of what new projects, about half of what it would normally be. Because we're playing catch up.
Right.
So we've pushed some projects into 2021.
And then
we're cutting back what we would have done in 2021.
Okay.
And then some of those will get pushed off to 2022. So we'll have a couple of years where we'll need to play catch up. But it's important from a financial perspective that we not try to take on too much. So, there are some projects that were scheduled for 2021 that won't get done in 2021. They'll have to be done, but they will be a priority for 2022, because, whether it's a road, but we're continuing on with where we need to be. So although we've cut our capital projects, we're not cutting any money in roads.
Right.
We're moving ahead with our beach park, we're moving ahead with some of our big projects, the downtowns. Fenland Falls is going to be a decision unit, but we're going to try to make sure that that's part of the capital budget if we can find a way to finance it. So, a lot of these projects that are important that we want to accomplish in 2021, we're going to make sure, that they're a priority. And like I said, the ones that don't get done will get pushed off to 2022. But I think it's a great business decision we're making as a city because it letting us play catch up.
Right.
We have a lot of outstanding projects that aren't finished. And when we keep adding new ones, it's kind of like the tail never catches up to the nose.
It's like a thing that goes around and around.
It goes around, right?
Yeah.
So it's almost good to just, let's pause a little bit for 1 year. Let's let our finances catch up. Let's let our residents catch up. Let's let our staff catch up. And then maybe going into 2022 where we don't have so many open projects still. We've closed a lot of them off and we can start focusing moving forward. So it's just a little rejigging of our long-term plan. It was kind of forced, by the pandemic because we couldn't keep up. But I think in the long run, it's a good business decision we're making moving forward. And we'll see how it goes from there.